Well, that went poorly for Donald's corner. Representative Marjorie Greene, Republican Georgia, showed up at a park near Manhattan court buildings to express her support for Donald Trump on the day his arraignment was scheduled in his unfolding criminal case connected to the hush money given to Stormy Daniels, and the Georgia Republican was quickly drowned out by the crowd, which included people blowing whistles and otherwise making noise. Although she seemed to have a megaphone, it didn't really help as she shared familiar and deceptive Republican complaints trying to depict Democrats as somehow the party of violence, among other things. She was barely audible some 10 to 15 feet away from where she was standing, which severely undercuts any kind of assertion that what went down was some kind of rousing show of support for Trump, arguments she predictably began spreading on Twitter that afternoon. The noise from the crowd mirrored what happened at a recent press conference she attempted to hold in Washington, D.C., where she along with other members of Congress visited a jail that has held detainees whose criminal cases originate with the Capitol riot. A seemingly lone individual was blowing a whistle from behind a face mask of the sort individuals have worn throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Greene characterized the demonstrator as having committed assault, and while sure, piercing sounds can be potentially damaging depending on familiar factors like proximity and the length of exposure, it's rich for her to have been so quick to make such an accusation right in tandem with trying to defend individuals accused of violence during the Capitol riot. In southern Manhattan on Tuesday, she didn't even speak for very long, perhaps driven away by the noise from the crowd. Nearby, large crowds of both Trump supporters and opponents remained assembled, each numbering in probably the lower hundreds. Representative Jamal Bowman, Democrat New York, also made an appearance, questioning Greene's presence. As he noted, what was slated to happen on Tuesday was far away from her district and had little to do with the work associated with her actual job responsibilities in the House.